Welcome to the GAMERamble first look video for Beasts of Maravilla Island. My name is StarCloud, joined by
Nimby or Mrs. Cloud.
So this game is developed by Banana Bird Studios and by Whitethorn Digital. It was recently released and it's a 3D adventure game.
Cool.
Let's take a look at the options first. You can set the resolution, set it to full screen, enable VSync and select the desired frame rate. Audio, we can adjust the master volume, music volume and the sound volume. Controls, we can adjust the camera sensitivity, invert the camera X and Y axis or rebind the keys, and then finally you can select the language for the game. So not a lot of advanced video options unfortunately, but we'll see how the game looks. Let's get started.
So far this makes me want to take a holiday.
Well, the whole premise of the game is that you're a young wildlife photographer, that you travel to this island and photograph all the extraordinary creatures there.
Okay. Interesting quote by...
When I was young, my grandpa used to fill my head with crazy stories about a magical island. As I grew older, I knew better than to believe in old fairy tales. So, why am I doing this? Going to a fictional place I only remember in my dreams.
My dearest Marina, do not mourn me when I am gone. I have lived a life in service of the beautiful creatures of this earth. A lifelong passion I hope I passed on to you. People think Maravilla Island is a myth, and every day it is losing itself, yet nobody can act. How can we say what we do not know? Notice the stories living around you. Everything is interesting. Look closer. So, I leave you my camera and my journal. Photograph Maravilla's majesty and bring back something beautiful to share with the world.
Sounds like fun.
It's a mission I wouldn't mind going on.
Yeah, the game has got over 50 creatures, all their own unique appearance and behavior that you can photograph. Apparently there's some puzzles to solve along the way as well.
Cool. Okay, I'm on my own from here. Until tomorrow morning, anyway. Gosh, I hope this is the right island. Otherwise, this is going to be one short adventure.
Okay, here we go. Starting off on the beach of the island, I can already see a majestic creature there, vanishing into thin air.
What was that? Whatever it was, it looks like it's gone now.
Am I going crazy?
Am I going crazy?
Okay, so WASD to move, R for the journal, and Q to whistle. Let's see what the journal has. Lots of info it looks like. And some beautiful sketches.
Your grandfather sounded quite philosophical.
Well, if he lived on this island, I'm sure he had plenty of time to ponder the deep questions.
Life is really about...
Okay, I can press the right mouse button to move the camera faster. It's interesting. And the E button to photograph this beetle. So it looks like I can zoom in with the scroll wheel. I can also adjust my position, and there's a selfie mode. So I position myself in front of the beetle.
Okay.
For now, let's just try and get a nice photo of the beetle. Here we go. First achievement unlock, aspiring wildlife photographer.
Well done.
Easy enough.
Great job! That beetle was a creature of the island. Animals are placed in your photo book based on which environment you found them in. Use A and D to flip the pages. You can find the different environments of the island and the photos you've taken by turning the pages. Press escape to put your photo book away. You can always open it again by pressing F to look at your photos.
Okay.
I bet that there are critters all over the island. I wonder how many I can find to photograph.
Spoiler alert, I think it's 50. What's nice about this is you get freedom of movement, unlike the recently released Pokemon game where you're basically stuck in a vehicle going along a set path. So this adds an interesting dynamic to the game.
These are unlike any critters I've ever seen back in Los Angeles.
I read about this in Grandpa's journal.
It's interesting that it's not full speech, it's like selected lines.
Yeah.
Those are some pretty butterflies. So I wonder if you just photographed the fauna or the flora as well, because I see a lot of interesting flowers and plants and things.
I remember I used to love flipping through this journal as a kid. It's been a long time though. I barely remember what is in it.
Oh,
I should jot these animals down so I remember what to look for.
So my objective photos is gem bugs, butterflies, birds and plants. Okay, so you do photograph the plants. I'm going to show you the amount as well. So this area we're in now,
Grandpa always said that this island and its inhabitants were magical. I see that now.
Oh.
The more photos of animals I collect, the more people will understand and care about this island, like he did.
yeah, there's 3 distinctive ecological zones in this game. The Singing River, the Glimmering, or the Singing Jungle, sorry, the Glimmering River and then the Painted Plateau. So lots of opportunities to get some awesome snaps. That's a dripping orchid.
So you can take photos of the plants as well.
Yeah, it showed in the journal just now that there's 10 plants to photograph in this area.
Uh,
Trying to get the butterfly, not the
the
beetle.
beetle. These.
The prism-winged butterfly. That's cool.
These butterflies are a bit more easier to photograph than the ones in real life.
Yeah, as
Stevie
someone who has
chasing.
attempted to photograph a butterfly with a macro lens while the wind is blowing, it's not easy.
I think I remember Grandpa mentioning that the plants on this island are photosensitive.
oh,
Maybe the flash that my camera makes will be enough to make that glowing flower bloom. Okay. Gonna make a flower bloom.
So this one. Let's try it. I got photobombed by a butterfly. There we go. Sparkling lamp lily.
whoa.
Now that's photosensitive. All it needed was a little flash to shoot a beam of light. And the stalk it grew is something out of a fairy tale. Well, if it's anything like the fairy tale, I might be able to climb it. Okay.
Okay, did this stalk just pop up?
Check the beanstalk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no Assassin's Creed, but I'm climbing this weird giant stalk.
Hopefully you'll find more than just coconuts.
Where have you ever found coconuts at the end of a beanstalk?
Well, you're in a tropical jungle.
Okay, well, I've reached the top, so I think oh, I can't take a photo while I'm dangling here, it looks like. Can't climb any higher, it seems. So I guess I should go down. I suppose it's just a climbing tutorial,
Okay.
I hope. Also, it doesn't look like I can fall down, thankfully. So it looks like it's going to be a very laid-back, relaxing type of game. As any game about photography should be, I think. Really just exploring and taking photos of all kinds of new things. Lobster claw. Okay. Oh. Very, what's the word? Oh, not pastel, but very muted color scheme.
I think I would have. Well, I guess it makes it easier to spot the plants and bugs this way if the rest of it is muted.
You think it puts the focus on the stuff you have to photograph instead of the
Yeah.
environments.
Yeah, I guess I would have liked it a bit more vivid.
I didn't see an option to adjust the
Yeah.
saturation and stuff. So yeah, that is a bit strange, but it still looks good.
Mm-hmm.
What is that up there? Oh, it looks like you can use the Z and X buttons instead of the scroll wheel to also do it a bit faster. Okay,
Good.
it's a finch. So if I look at my journal, I've captured 1 of the bugs, 1 of the butterflies, 1 of the birds, and 5 of the plants.
Okay.
Also press F to look at the photos. So it shows you the stuff that you are still missing. Emerald birdwing butterfly, pink painted swallowtail, and so on. Set as main, full screen, or delete. So you can also organize your album, which is nice. Very serene with all these birds chattering and critters fluttering about. And then of course the soothing sounds of the ocean. Beach is quite deserted. I'm not seeing any crabs or seagulls or stuff like that.
It's the odd seashell.
I suppose this is just a tutorial area essentially, and the game will open up the further you get into it. Nice that if you point your camera at something, it tells you the name of it if you've already photographed it before.
Yeah.
So you can keep track of it that way.
So you don't re-photograph some of the same stuff over and over again.
Well, I guess you can re-photograph to get better shots if you really want to. It doesn't look like there's a rating or anything for the photos you take, unless I missed something. Okay, I guess I need to climb up this thing and then jump off there closer to the edge.
Yeah, put this side here.
The side is. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything down here, but it didn't look like it.
Oh?
Oh, on top of the branch. They seem so familiar.
Hello.
Yes, their tail twining is a giveaway. It's a Maravilla Quisco bird. Monkey. I should look at the journal.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Rainbow crested. Remember, Grandpa wrote this information down to help you. If you're ever stuck, check the journal.
Okay. So they twine their tails together in times of stress or just to let one another know that they care. So it's comforting to them as a hug. These monkeys sometimes twine tails all night and wake up with a bedhead on their fur.
Okay.
Oh.
Reminds me of otters who hold hands while they're sleeping, floating on their backs.
Grandpa was quite the scientist, but these colorful friends are just cute bird monkeys. Wait, bird monkey. Pinky! Much better.
Aww.
It says in the journal that these creatures twine their tails together. I should get a photo.
Okay, I don't want to sneak up on them too much, just now I startle them, so it's just... So I've captured their...
Tail twining behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a cute photo. Where should I put it?
So there's a primary creature in each environment, and in the jungle it's this monkey. Every primary creature has 4 documented behaviors. When you capture one, it's an objective photo. Objective photos will appear in their labeled spots under the environments in the photo book. So tail twining. If you take more photos of the same subject, select the displayed photos in the photo book to view these new photos. So they also do gliding, singing, courtship dancing, and a natural shot.
Okay.
You can replace the displayed photos at any time by selecting from these extra photos. Try taking several photos of the tail twining pinkies and select your favorite. Okay, so that's nice. and sneak up closer to them. So I should get their tails in the shot too. There we go. And let's try this.
Selfie with the monkey.
It's not gonna work. I can't lift the camera that high, unfortunately, from that angle. Let's try this. You really need to be right in front of your subject to accomplish that.
Big pink flower.
Giant jungle lotus, which is now opened up so I can cross it.
Okay, that's quite cool how they use the subjects to
Yeah,
create the path for you.
guess they'll incorporate that into the style of puzzles. Okay, I'm not going to play much further. The full review for the game will be out later this week. This is just our first look and first impressions. But so far it looks like it's going to be a very relaxing experience, which is nice. Also, I look forward to seeing all the different types of creature designs that they come up with in the game.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's Beasts of Maravilla Island, out now. Check it out if you like this type of game. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.